So about an hour or two ago, I was on Twitter and I saw some posts about MeatCanyon that really caught my attention. The first one saying, just had to unsub from 3 channels, not trying to litter anyone's feed with drama. MeatCanyon is a fat hypocrite and I'm not trying to support that. And another one saying, I think the whole MeatCanyon controversy confirms the theory that people only hate on Lolicon because it's anime and in a cute art style. Because his art is disgusting, he can get away with stuff that if an anime did, people would get mad at. I suggest people research cute aggression. That could very well be another factor in hating anime. I love cuteness and hate ugliness, but some people's wires got crossed and view the world as the opposite. And at first I was confused because I genuinely did not know what the fuck was going on. But then I found out it started from a video he uploaded 2 days ago titled The Worst Fan Base on the Internet. Now honestly I haven't seen any of the video yet and I thought it'd be a fun idea to all watch it together. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into this shit.
Which then comes the real crux of why I thought that this video was interesting is the defense. People that like this kind of stuff are on the defense all the time. And what's interesting from even the consumers and the creators is that people justify this because you're like, oh, it looks like you're sexualizing a child. But they're like, dude, she's a 7,000-year-old dragon wizard, okay? She's older than you and I. She's older than every person ever in your family combined, okay? I mean, she has more insight and maturity than anyone. And that's like one of the big defenses, right? People and the creators being able to get around with little loopholes like that makes it feel like it justifies this very creepy act.
You know, it's like really fucking pathetic when you see like 30-something-year-old men trying to defend this shit. And I hate that dumbass argument like, oh, don't worry, she's like 1,000 years old, so it's okay. Like, really, buddy? Does she look 1,000 years old to you? Like, if this person walked into a liquor store, do you really think the store clerk will sell them alcohol? And this is such a shitty argument because if you really think about it, this 1,000-year-old character is just a child version of whatever species, alien, or animal that they are. So yes, brother, you're still touching your weenie to a child character. Now, the one argument slash loophole that they do have is the fact that it's a drawing. So therefore it's not real child pornography, which I don't know because to me that's still kind of wrong, but I don't know the law like that. So I don't know if they actually found a loophole. Now, one thing that I have heard people say is that this lolicon shit, it's almost like a gateway into real child pornography, which I kind of agree with because if a creep is already comfortable watching this lolicon shit, then who's to say that they won't get curious and try looking up the actual thing?
I'd like to, in a lot of cases, I like to play devil advocate, but I need to put an extreme foot down that no, this is just, it's just plain gross and wrong, if I'm being completely honest. Even let's say that you drive home that point, right? This character is so much older. It's a 7,000-year-old dragon wizard. It was transformed. It's actually an old person stuck in a little girl's body. It doesn't help that I would say 99% of the time in these cases, or if not 100% of the time, these characters act like little children. A good example of that is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. There's no beating around the bush. I mean, I looked at this show for a little bit. I mean, it's supposed to be this big, powerful dragon that turns into this little girl, but she acts like an absolute toddler, and they put like big one of these on them. So it's just this really weird, odd, it's like a sour taste in your mouth where you're like, what is this for? What's the plan with this? The constant barrage of, it's cute, becomes their narrative. It's cute! These things are cute. I just like doing it because it's cute. It's just the intense taste of salt in your mouth is what I get. It's grating on so many levels. It's so distracting.
Yeah, I don't really find anything wrong if you find an anime character cute. I mean, it's kind of weird because it's a cartoon character, but yeah, sure, go ahead. But it's when it gets to the point where they start putting these characters in sexual ass scenarios, or have them in sexual poses or positions. It sounds like they have them flat out naked. Or even in the example that he gave, they gave a childlike character big boobs. Like, do they not think that's a little weird? And just because you find these characters cute doesn't mean you have to sexualize them. Like, I can think a puppy's cute, doesn't mean I want to do shit to the puppy. Now, as far as MeatCanyon, I pretty much agree with everything he said so far. And just by me saying that, I'll probably get at least one weirdo who's going to be in my comment section trying to defend this shit. But oh well, because it seems like almost every person that's triggered by MeatCanyon is a fucking diehard anime fan. Actually, let me correct that because I know not all anime fans are like this. They are diehard lolly fans. And it's kind of funny because I know damn well if given the chance, none of these people will say that shit to his face. Like, they know they're safe and secure behind their screen with their nasty ass folders on the computer.
So there's a group of people that refer to stuff as quote unquote cheesecake, which is basically a pinup pose that aren't necessarily not safe for work, but it alludes to not safe for work, right? Which is still wrong. You're alluding to the thing. It's like it's like getting around and you're undressing it with your mind. We know what you're doing, but there's a group of people who are like, well, I mean, nothing's really happening. I mean, yeah, sure, it looks like she's bending over and doing that, but it's not really the case, so it's fine, right? Wrong. If you catch yourself in a conversation like this, here's what you do. Run away from those people is the biggest thing. Which a lot of people also say, as long as it sticks to PG-13 content, the sexualization and everything is minimalized. There's really no victims, right? Wrong! Once again, wrong. The idea isn't necessarily that you're affecting anyone in the physical real world, but it's the implications that are happening, and I think it's just the mindset that you're creating. I really don't think that this kind of fantasy can be broken up. In some kinds of drama and film, like even Lolita the film, we're never seeing the character in a positive light. We're following a pedophilic monster. There's nothing that is a positive, healthy association of your sexuality to these characters. So by doing so, even in these non-explicit but still suggestive pictures, I still feel like it's just an irreversible amount of damage that you can do to yourself. There's no coming back from it. You normalize yourself in these fucking horrid, weird things, and then you ostracize yourself from actual society. And then guess what? You can't get real girlfriends, you can't get real wives, and if you do, you're probably an unhappy one, is what I'd like to imagine. That's kind of rude and a bit judgy, but that's just me. You know, that's just what I have to think.
I honestly really agree with this statement because a lot of these anime creeps don't have girlfriends. I'm sorry, it's just an observation. But think about it. Why do you think anime body pillows exist? Because they wouldn't be around if these anime creeps had girlfriends. And most would say that a large part of the reason why they don't have girlfriends is because they come off weird and creepy, which is true. And I think another good part of it is because they can't find a girl that's going to compare to their anime wife. I honestly feel like a good amount of people probably would prefer watching their anime wife on TV or on a screen, or even using a body pillow, rather than being with a real girl. But what do I know? I'm not an anime nerd. I'm just here getting my wacky ass opinions. But guys, I think that's going to be it for the video. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think about this shit. Is MeatCanyon in the wrong? Do you agree with these lolly motherfuckers? If so, let me know. But subscribe if you choose to do so, and have a good one.